Starting the actual first Beyond the Horror episode. Thank you so much to everybody who's here. Welcome to all the freaks who are joining us here at Beyond the Horror. It's the first and the only live American Horror Story after show. And I am one of your hosts, MaryGirl Moody, aka Mother Supreme. And next we have the amazing Maisie Andrews. Maisie, please say hello.
Hi.
And lastly, we have the phenomenal Casey Soper. Casey,
Hi,
please say
everybody.
hello. Guys, we are the admins of the Freaks of AHS on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all that stuff. So come and check us out. So let's talk the first episode. Let's go. Casey, I'm dying to hear what you have to say. Give you a few minutes. And then Maisie, I want to hear what you guys have to say or what you have to say.
Okay, first off, I want to say a few things because I've got it wrote down on the phone over here. The people I saw that I could make out were Lily Rabe, Sarah Paulson, Cuba Gooding Jr., Kathy Bates, and maybe Dennis O'Hare. Maybe, depending on if that was him or not. Quick thoughts before we go to Maisie. The episode was phenomenal. I like the new format. I like that it ended on a cliffhanger. I wish it was a bit longer. And I've only got one issue, and it's not a big one. It's like, I'm wondering how it's going to transition to Netflix and DVD and Blu-ray and iTunes and all that, because we have commercials right there, right? So when we don't, it's going to seem kind of strange to go from a character back to a character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it feels very much like a reality show. And since we're not going to have commercials on Netflix or anything, it's going to be kind of strange. But yeah, I loved it. And I think in terms of the being one of 6 first episodes, I think it's probably my favorite first episode just because of all the mystery and stuff in it. So yeah,
Nice.
5 out of 5.
Nice. All right, Maisie, your turn. What's going on? What do you think about it?
I'm still currently shaking.
She shook.
I can't comprehend what just happened to myself. Like, it's so crazy. Like, I am so confused because they literally put so many different things that could tie into all the different teasers, but they want to narrow it down to what, one teaser? Like, I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do this.
I got some feels from almost all the teasers.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh,
how are
yeah.
they going to try to narrow it down just to one teaser if they gave feels for all the teasers?
Yeah.
I was really feeling kind of foresty.
Well, my thoughts were on it is that we got the My Roanoke Nightmare, and I noticed that they kept switching between Sarah and Cuba and Lily and somebody who I've just named Guy Actor in the story. So I realized after I live streamed that Lily and Guy Actor are telling the story and Sarah and Cuba are reliving it like through a dramatization. So it's like, a haunting. If you guys ever watch that stuff, on
But
TV.
the person telling the story and the person living the story is the same person. That's both Cuba
Correct.
Gooding Jr.
Correct.
Which confuses me because I'm thinking, what happens to Sarah Paulson that makes her Lily Rabe?
Everything that happens to Sarah Paulson is Lily Rabe. So Lily is telling the story and Sarah is the actress portraying it as if this were like an episode of like Cops or something.
Can I yell something right just for 1 second? Can I yell something?
Please.
We have 100 views.
Thank you. That's so amazing. Thank you so much to all the viewers out there. I thought that it was pretty awesome. This was a pretty good first episode. Now, we did not get opening sequences, and that's okay. Brian and Rad, excuse me. Ryan and Brad actually wrote the episode. So, I mean, and you can tell there were some really good, tense, scary moments. Like in my notes, I have about the part where it was raining teeth. That was part of
Absolutely.
the teaser. And Kuba mentioned the Wake Med Hospital. And I don't know if that's ever been mentioned before in another season. Now, also, there was a part where Sarah Paulson was reacting and she put down the knife or something when she heard a noise. She was making dinner. And
Mhm.
dude, I would be on YouTube if I lived in a big house like that, like live streaming, so nothing could sneak up on me. So anyway, and somebody left a skinned pig or something on the doorstep of their house, which here we go, Pigman right there. And with the videotape, the VHS tape that was playing in the basement, we have Pigman there. And Lee, the person who's her, I guess, in the real life, that's Letty Mae from True Blood. I thought that was awesome.
I just want to say something real quick.
Yes.
We've kind of kept it sort of spoiler free. We are going to go full spoilers. So if you don't want to
Full
know
on spoilers.
if you don't want to know anything about anything, bye. Sorry.
Yes. And so let's go ahead and let's take a look at a couple of comments out there that we have. We did not
Hi,
see.
Wilbur. There's your shout out, Wilbur Verto. Sorry if I said that wrong.
No,
Go
sweet.
subscribe to
Thank
him.
you. Yes, Wilbert, I see. Give a shout out to me. You're awesome, Wilbert. And yeah, it looks like, again, I understand why we have a claustrophobic cast this year because we only got just like a couple of characters, but we got a small smidge of Kathy Bates. Did anybody notice that it was Kathy Bates that led?
She ran over.
Yeah, exactly. At the end, basically, and then led her to all of those Blair Witch sticks that were hanging from the
Did
trees.
you read our messages? Because that's what I was saying. And the
Yes.
crazy part is they aired a trailer for the new Blair Witch movie, and I was like, this looks like the same thing. What's going on? Just
I have something to say.
go
Okay.
for it.
The first time she sees people in her house is the two nurses from Murder House that got murdered in the house. Were the first people who were murdered. And I'm
Are you
just like,
serious, Maisie? Are you serious?
yes,
They
they're
are.
the exact same people. And I'm just like, how are they in that? Like, isn't this supposed to be current time? Aren't they supposed to be in the murder house?
Do you remember
I'm gonna
that
check
one?
on that.
Do you remember in that one episode? I think it was episode 2 or 3 or something. I don't remember, where the nurses were inside the house and the guy was just like, "I'm bleeding, help me."
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Okay. Now, were they the people, the two nurses that were originally killed, or were they the?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
And it was weird because we saw them for 2 seconds maybe, and then they were gone.
I didn't. Yeah. Okay. I didn't even notice that. You guys are awesome. I noted that. I'm gonna go back and check.
You
on
can go back in our messages and see me where I literally
did.
screamed in the house. I was like, the nurses! And then I texted it in the chat. I was like, that's the nurses from season 1.
You guys out there have literally no idea how much we have kept in contact with each other this whole entire day. Yes, I was reading that, Maisie. I saw a little bit of it after I did the live stream for the reaction, and then that was it. A lot of people were mad that I did not show the screen, but I was kind of afraid that they would stop my stream or that I would get a copyright strike. So,
You see, I was going to do that too, but I slowly realized there's nothing much to do here. Like, there's nothing spectacular, like an opening credit sequence. And did anyone else think when it's okay? So I got my camera out ready because I saw at the bottom when they moved into the house, FX Presents. And I was like, oh, here it comes. And then it just said American Horror Story. And then I was like, and then like,
and
you
no
know
title
how
sequences.
you know how in season 1, in the opening title sequence, when it like burnt in like old film reels to the created by Brad Falchuk and Ryan Murphy thing, I thought it was going to do that, but I thought it was going to say the theme.
So speaking of the theme, let's take a guess real quick. What do you guys think the theme is? My guess is like documentary or like TV show, because it just reminds me so much, because I love that show, A Haunting. I watch them every
Yes.
Friday
Yes,
because they
yes, 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 yes.
scare the living hell out of me. I like to watch them late at night on Fridays when I'm alone and everybody's asleep so I can get the crap scared out of me. It reminded me exactly of that show. So it makes me think it's American Horror Story, like TV show. Maybe that's the theme, or it's uh, like the my or excuse me, what did I just say? The documentary.
My Roanoke Nightmare.
Hmm.
I want to point out a few things about it.
And don't
And then,
forget, though, tell me what your theme thought is, though.
oh,
Don't
yeah,
stray
sorry,
from
sorry, sorry.
that.
I think it's either, I think it might be Colony,
Okay.
or I don't think, sorry, I was reading something that I'll put it down for a second. I
No,
think
it's
it's
all good.
either Colony, I'm just going to say Colony.
Maisie, what do you think?
I'm not too sure. I feel like with this episode, they really didn't give us that much to really be like, oh, this is themed. Like with the, obviously not with the first season because they didn't name that murder house until afterwards. But like with Asylum, you knew it was Asylum. And then Coven, you knew it was Coven. And then with the first episodes, but with this episode, they didn't really give us much to really get a theme. I feel like I'm gonna have to watch maybe a couple more episodes. Like I feel like I'm not gonna surely be able to be like, yeah, this is what I think the theme is until the final episode, the 10th episode.
Absolutely. I was going to say, I don't think we're going to get a for sure answer until the final episode.
Okay, that's a good point. I just wanted to get your thoughts for the fans out there who have been wondering what the theme is, because again, it brings a good point. It really was not cut and dry. I didn't think it would be very cut and dry. So you guys do bring up a good point that we might have to actually wait until episode 10 to the end of the season to get a sense of what the actual theme was. So you guys bring up a great point.
Okay, see what I think, because in the beginning it said it was like based on a true story, and then
That's
Sarah
right.
Paulson
Thank you.
said
That's right. Yes.
I thought it was going to
Sarah
go
Paulson
like
said her
Charles
character
Manson
was
on
a
us.
real life person. Sarah said her character was a real life person.
Okay.
So she really did give us hints. She was like, yeah, my character's a real life person.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my God. Maisie, that's amazing. That's a great little catch right there. Yeah, I never thought about that.
Yeah, and so like also with my theme thing, I feel like since it is like a TV show, it's gonna be a story, so we have to know the entire story, and so we can be like, yeah, that's what it is.
Absolutely.
Hence American Horror Story.
Obviously.
Can I point out a few things quickly, and then we can continue to move on?
Yes.
One, the name of the show, the reality show they're on, is called My Roanoke Nightmare, correct?
Yes.
Which means there are other people, like at least a few other people.
Or it could just be a special on the on that TV thing.
Yeah, but I don't know. But I think it means that there has to be other stories, and I think it means maybe we're gonna get another couple like Evan Peters and someone.
Evan
Or
Peters,
Evan
I'm
Peters.
so excited.
Maybe he moves into another thing that's another Roanoke something. You know what I mean? Or maybe it's a different time period or something. I don't know. But I think that implies there's more than one of this. And I think what they meant by different format is reality show type thing.
Yeah.
I really like it, but I don't know if I want that to be going on for 10 episodes.
It would seem a little redundant. That's a pretty good point.
Kind of like
too much.
That's how I feel about Blair Witch. After a while, the whole found footage thing just became a little redundant.
Well, didn't they say Lily Rabb was only going to be in a couple episodes?
Yeah.
So then maybe they're just going to stop the like extra storytelling within like maybe 1 to 3 episodes.
I'm fine if they do that, but I want them to do it in a good way, not to where it's just like, okay, we're dropping this format. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't really like this because if I wanted to watch a TV show like that, I'd go watch a TV show like that. I came to watch American Horror Story, man.
Maybe that's just how it's going to be for like the first few episodes, and
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
and then it will actually switch or something. Maybe we'll go
Guys,
to a current family or do something else. But yeah,
guys,
what's up, Casey?
there's 140 people watching.
They are all awesome. Let's take a couple of comments. You guys pick out a couple of comments. Let's check them out. Let's see. Give a shout out to me. I thought I was. Oh, we already did that to Wilbur. So, yeah, D Who Games. I did not see Evan Peters yet.
I don't think
Good
he was in
point.
it.
No.
No, I don't think he was in the first episode.
Did anyone
I mean-
notice they were Shelby and Matt were leaving the Hotel Cortez? Did anyone notice they were Shelby and Matt leaving the Hotel Cortez?
I didn't
okay.
see that it was the Hotel Cortez, but I mean, it could be.
Shout out to person 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Darn, some of these things are scrolling so fast. AHS Theorist, you definitely have a shout out, my love. And real quick, guys, if it could be okay, I would love to real quick shout out to a couple of supporters on Twitter that are amazing. And if you guys need American Horror Story news, go check out AHS Leaks. They're at AHS Leak. We have AHS News, and that's at AHS News _feed. And then we have at AHS Brazil. And then we have AHS Facts, which is facts _AHS. We also have, last but not least, the AHS Hotel Cortez, which is also at AHS Images. So those are all pretty easy. Please go check them out on Twitter. They have a lot of great leaking information. So you should definitely go support them and subscribe to them. So thank you so much for letting me promote them real quick, guys. Back to you.
Okay. Someone said in the comments that is it a possibility that all the seasons connect in this season? Which I think it is, because actually, this is a really embarrassing thing I'm about to reveal about myself, but it's chill. I don't care. In 8th grade, I failed World History 1, so I'm in it again.
No worries,
So-
honey. We all have a failing class. Hey.
Cough,
so
math.
in my
Cough, cough,
I think
math
it was
myself.
my second
Yeah.
day in World History 1 again, he talked, I think it was anthropology. What the definition was, it's the study of history or past events. So, and I'm thinking, hey, it might be the anthropology one, and we're just going to go through the past events. Because we had the nurses from season 1, and we have a little bit of Blair Witch Coven maybe. I'm ready. I hope it's the anthropology one. Yeah.
Anthropology sounds a lot like anthology.
Hey, Maisie, by the way, Alex Murpho completely agrees with you. So I wanted to let you know that. And Alicia George, so nice to have you. And Koalas doesn't think about anthropology. Koalas is kind of like something, he kind of goes off the rails a little bit of the crazy train. So, which I love. And Mars Z thinks this is your first live stream. And
Oh my God. Everyone's freaking out on me. I know it's anthology, but
anthology, yes. That's what
yeah,
cool.
but no,
It's
the
okay.
definition for whatever.
It's okay.
I know what I was saying.
Give up now, Maisie. God.
My husband
They
is
are
so
gonna
cute.
come after me.
Maisie, my husband is so cute like that, like you. He says library rather than
It's
like
library. Get it right.
Thank you. It is.
Or
and
Casey,
I tease him.
picture.
Picture.
He hates it.
A pitcher is a different thing. You hold juice and liquids in it.
Hey, Shelly, it's so nice to have you here, Shelly to Jesus. And let's see, I'm just kind of scrolling through a little bit. Yes, Sarah Woodward, that was Letty Mae from True Blood. That was Lee on the. Your cat just freaked me out, Maisie. I just saw it on the live screen rather than not the Google Hangout screen. It just freaked me out. I'm down here all by myself in my own murder house. So everybody's literally asleep. So I get a little scared down here late at night.
Can we talk about something real quick?
Real quick, Peaches, you got a shout out. Love you too. Please go for it.
See,
Casey.
I knew what I was talking about. Anthropology is the study of past events and cultures and their development. I know anthology is the American Horror Story thing, but and I don't know, I can't pronounce it anymore.
Anthropology.
You did great.
Yeah, anthropology. I knew
Go
what I
for
was
it,
saying.
Casey.
Yeah.
Can we take a moment to talk about the part where the earth was breathing?
That takes
I don't think it was breathing though.
God.
I think it was its heartbeat.
A what?
I don't think it was breathing. I think it was its heartbeat.
Like the Earth's heartbeat?
Yes. I don't know why, but I don't know. It's weird. Let's talk about it.
I love that, Casey. I love that idea. Like, what if where they're living is like the heart of the universe or the heart of the earth or something
That
like
sounds
that?
confusing.
Well, they talked about the universe in the actual show tonight. So, yeah, that was awesome.
Oh my god, I just realized something. I was reading the comments. I don't know who said that comment, but you just made me realize something. Oh my god. Okay, they were like, because it's a reality show now, and they were like, what if they did the filming in Murder House was a reality show? Well, didn't Billy Dean go to Hotel and film a reality show in Hotel?
You are a genius.
I rewatched.
Maisie, we're gonna rename you a genius, Maisie. I'm so sorry, Casey. Please go. I'm sorry.
I rewatched Be Our Guest, season 5, episode 12 today, and yes, she did. And it was kind of cheesy, but like not the episode, but her reality show. And I think that makes a lot of sense. You know how Oprah Winfrey has like OWN? What if Billie Jean has her own network?
And so
Well,
do
what if
you
this is
think-
just another one of her shows about the like supernatural?
But it wouldn't make sense because Sarah Paulson is playing Lily Rabb, you know, in a
Yeah.
No,
reenacted.
it makes plenty
Well,
of sense
she
though.
played Sally and Billie Dean in Hotel.
She can play more than one character in a season.
Oh, that's a great point. Thank you, Maisie. Yes, thank you.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure by now we should all realize they're breaking the rules. Like, they don't care what they do. Like, they're just going to do whatever they want, and they'll say it makes sense.
Can I just say, too, it was pretty hot to see Sarah and Kuba together because after the first commercial, there was a part where they were kind of getting it on in the marital way. And that was like right on. I love it that American Horror Story goes, you know, to that extent. They're not
And
afraid.
honestly, you know how I was complaining about it in Hotel?
Okay.
Like the nudity and stuff? This didn't bother me at all because I felt like this kind of made sense. Like, although I guess it did in Hotel too. But I kind of like this because it didn't feel like they were shoving it down our throats. It just felt like it sort of happened. You know what I mean?
Right. It seemed like it's more appropriate now because they're married.
Yeah.
That's what they do. In Hotel, yeah. I mean, it was like more gratuitous, kind of.
Like, it
everywhere.
didn't feel like it was trying to be dirty. Like, it just felt like it was getting its point and scene across.
Exactly. It was eloquently telling the story. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which also made me think, is all of this, like, what kind of network is this? Is my Roanoke Nightmare airing on FX2? Because, like,
Right.
what other network allows nudity?
What's that network that they can like cuss, have full nudity
HBO.
on? HBO.
And Stars, whatever.
Yeah, like a mini series or something like that. But it would seem weird though that it's only an hour long. I mean, it was so short.
Maybe
Am I the
my
only one that
Roanoke.
thought it was short. Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry. But yes, it was the shortest thing ever to me. I was like, what just happened? Like, all the other episodes felt like they were like an hour and a half long, even though they were only like 50 minutes long. This felt like it was 30 minutes long.
Right.
And honestly, I'm kind of getting the vibe of what if my Roanoke Nightmare is a 10-episode miniseries on Billy Dean Howard's thing.
Network.
Yeah. I wasn't sure to say network or not because I don't know, just general.
It's highly possible.
I'm
That's a
very
really good
happy
idea.
about some of the plots they put in, like racism and prejudice and prejudice. Um,
Oh yeah,
and
that
just
was
like
highly covered in Coven. Absolutely.
I was like, I'm very happy about that because then they covered it again because it spiked up again. Like there was this past 2 years or year, it's racism and prejudice has like spiked up a lot,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I'm very happy that they covered it and they're making people aware of it.
Jackson Holt says he wants all of us to point out that they have the geography wrong because there are no mountains on the coast of North Carolina, and my saying to that is they filmed it in California. What are you going to do?
Yeah. And I just want to say real quick too that Wanda Shipper is already watching. She tweeted that to me on Twitter. So I just wanted to thank Wanda so much for watching. She's awesome.
And thank you to everyone who's watching because it's really
Absolutely.
They
awesome.
want us to talk about Pigman. I've seen that comment so many times.
Oh,
And
okay, then let's talk about Pigman.
real quick, please everybody go and give us some love and hit the like button for us. We would greatly appreciate it. Thank you all so much. Now, Pigman, this is genius. I really didn't think they would incorporate him. I honestly thought that because we got the Roanoke attachment and all those pictures from TMZ, I really thought that was the connection. I never thought that when people said that there could be a Pigman attachment to this season that would be true because we got the Roanoke, we got the attachment. So I love it. I love the fact that it was there.
Actually, like last night I was watching because they did the American Horror Story Maze. Did you see that on the social
Snapchat,
media?
yeah.
Yeah, they did Pigman. Like they didn't have to include Pigman from season 1 in their maze, but they did. It was like a big part in it, so I can
Which felt
definitely
kind of
see
strange
that.
to me. I was like, out of all the things, you chose Pigman.
Which I can see now because they were like, hint, hint, Pigman, season 6.
When it said based on a true story, I was positive, and it was talking about family, I was positive it was going to be Charles Manson.
You know, it makes me think though that when we see the pig man, I mean, so was the teaser about the pig over the baby mobile, was that one true too? Because we have that now. It's
I
now
You
also
know
thought
in.
what? He didn't tell us which one was real. He did not release the
He
real
did.
one. He
He
didn't.
did.
He did?
He did.
Which
And
one was real?
it was
he
the
I didn't
said
teeth
see
one.
it.
It was the nurse cutting the teeth. And that was at the beginning
Uh,
of the episode. And it was after the first segment.
oh, it's
he's
replaying now. That's weird. I don't want to hear it.
I'm kind of confused though because my only complaint about this, and I'm sure it'll be fine by the end, but does anyone else have a hard time with seasons 1 through 5 because they don't want to go through the names over? But I have a hard time believing season 6 is in the same universe as something that has witches and aliens.
Evanescence Lover just said, what about Angela Bassett with the baby? They said children was also going to revolve around it. And why did she get shot when she saw the baby?
Right. And when she had like this little stare locking moment with this baby too. And when it first shot the scene with her and the light was shining down on the crib, everywhere else was dark, even on Angela Bassett, except this big, beautiful light shining down on this crib and in this baby. And she had this eye locking moment with it. And yeah, and you're right. She got shot. And that's all we've ever heard of it so far. So that's a very
Brooke
good point.
Corbin just said Sarah's character in season 3 also had baby problems.
Right. She could not conceive. That's right.
Yeah. That's why do they keep making people have baby problems, man? Just let Sarah Paulson have a baby one season.
I feel like in
know.
30 years or 20 or something,
What's
there's
your
going to be
question,
like,
Charisma?
oh, sorry.
No, I'm sorry, darling. I'm just putting that. Keep going, Casey.
We're
Sorry.
good. I feel like in 10 or 20 years, there's going to be like a revival of the show, but with everybody's kids. Like, here's this person's kid. What are we gonna do now?
Erica says we need to talk about Wes Bentley. I know he's in this season and we didn't see him either.
Yes, we did.
Was he one of the hillbillies?
No, it was at the end when the people with the pitchforks and stuff came out. We saw him super quickly, and then he was gone. So we saw his face for a few seconds.
I did not see that.
I didn't see that either. Thank you, Casey, for
you know how
catching
we
that.
You know how we were arguing if that's Dennis O'Hare or not? That was Wes Bentley.
So where do you think you saw Dennis O'Hare? Please tell me, because I didn't see him.
In the basement when they were watching the video. I thought he was in the video.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about now?
Yes, I do. When it kind of like, I saw him, I caught him now, or something like that. Yes, that's right. Okay, I need to really go back and like really watch this episode, because
So do I.
Good thing I recorded it, and we will talk more about it next time.
Absolutely. And I'm going to do an actual review of the show and post it tomorrow. So
maybe for next week's after show, we could recap episode 1 and then talk about episode.
I need to do something real quick. If you watched the first episode of Beyond the Horror, you will know that we are holding a horror movie competition, and I'm only going to do this one time because I don't feel like episode 1 was all that, for our thing. I feel like it was kind of hard to watch, to be honest. So I'm only going to do this one time. We are doing a horror movie thing. We are going to say the name of a horror movie every time.
Contest.
Yes, every time we do a Beyond the Horror live stream. If you send us all 12, so whenever we say it, just DM Freaks of AHS on Instagram or message me through Facebook and tell us the name of the horror movie. Okay, great. Last week, and I'm only going to say last week's movie this time, but never going to say other week's movies because you got to watch them all, of course. Last week's movie was Army of Darkness. So if you got that one, great. If it's not too late to message us that. So if you want to do that, send us that. This week's is Psycho. So, yeah. Psycho is a pretty great movie.
And again, guys, this is a contest. We're going to basically give away a prize to a viewer. One of you guys out there actually give you the prize. We want you to watch every single live stream of Beyond the Horror, copy down the name of the movie that we give you during the live stream, hang on to that, and then I want you guys to, at the end of the season, DM Casey, DM us the list that you have, and then we will pick a winner out of those people who got the list right. So I'm going to let you guys know what the prize is here. Not this time, but I do promise you by next live stream, we will know what the prize is. So that way you guys can fight till the death for it.
Can I say something real quick though?
Yes.
You don't have to wait till the end. You can just message us whenever we say it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Casey. I apologize. I did not realize that was part of it. You are awesome. Thank you. And a lot of people want us to talk about Evan Peters and Dennis O'Hare. And
what was there to talk about? They were not in it.
They were not in it. Yeah, I think that they played something so tiny that in episode 2 we're gonna get something, more about them.
Yeah.
So.
And during it, Dennis O'Hare live tweeted, "So what do you think?" or something like that.
I'm sorry. I just saw this comment and it made me laugh. Jackson Holt says, does anyone think that they made, I don't know, that's not me. Casey, is that you?
Yeah, sorry, I'll turn it off.
Jackson Holt says, does anyone think that they made Sarah's character drink a lot of wine because people were talking about how her character was always smoking in hotel? It's true. That's so true. I noticed she was drinking a lot of wine, but I never saw her smoke. So that's a
maybe
great
she's
point,
quitting, man.
They should
She has
want her
to
to
wean
live.
herself off of it.
Grace Jarlace wants a shout out. So there's your shout out. Why are we laughing so hard?
Just to wean herself off of it. Get the alcohol. Get the alcohol, because we gotta wean off of cigarettes.
It looked like good wine. Hey,
Oh
and
God! And then
Angela
Bassett.
she was not
trying to be
having it. She
sober,
wanted her to
man.
go back to the cigarettes and the hypodermic needle.
I'm serious.
She was like, I gotta stay sober. Leave the alcohol out of the house.
And the weirdest part is when she said it, she sounded drunk. She was like, no alcohol.
We're killing
WWE
Mary
lady.
right now.
You can never shut up. So yeah, Sarah, our prayers go out to you. Hashtag save Sarah on Instagram and
Oh
Twitter.
God, I'm
and
doing
Instagram.
it now.
Oh, hell
Hashtag
yeah.
save Sarah.
Wee Lady 15, you definitely got a shout out, honey. Jackson, you're awesome. Thank you. Dude, I noticed.
Are we just
also-
doing Save Sarah?
Yes, hashtag save Sarah.
Okay, got it. It's posted.
Hashtag save
And
Sarah.
one more time.
Thank you, Alicia. Thank you.
One more time, DM us or message me on Facebook what the name of the horror movies are each week. Last week, Maisie, I saw your post. Last week it was Army of Darkness, and this week is Psycho. Each episode, we will give you the name of a horror movie. You need to make sure you have all 12 and just send it to us. And
Oh,
yeah.
they're doing hashtag Save Mary.
Well, she probably needs it too.
That was just so funny because he was right all through Hotel. That's the only predominant thought that I had was, dude, all Sally does is smoke and cry. I mean, that's it.
Although I kind of liked it.
No, but absolutely. I liked it too. It was so different from her character. And so, yeah.
I thought I saw Jessica Lange, but I was wrong.
She might have retracted her comment.
Oh God, they're like, what's? I feel like if we get Save Sarah trending, everyone's gonna be like, "What's wrong with Sarah? Is there something wrong with Sarah?" We'll be like, "No, she's just drinking a lot more. She's not smoking and she's drinking now." Like,
American Horror Story is gonna kill
Alcoholic.
Sarah.
Hashtag get her
Oh
back
my
on the
God.
cigarette.
AHS AA meeting.
Dude,
AHS Alcoholics Anonymous.
Ryan and Brad, and like the writers are just screwing Sarah up every season now that Jessica's been gone. So,
Okay, now Sarah, this time we're gonna have you drink some wine. Are we not
But a lot of it, not just some. A whole bottle.
Yeah, drink the whole bottle. We need to get Angela Bassett pissed off.
Jackson, I got your Twitter handle, Jackson. I'm gonna go follow you on Twitter here after the show.
Now, Angela, you're doing great. Just think someone broke into your
get back on the cigarettes. Grace is gay. Jarlay just said hashtag get her back on the cigarettes. Oh God.
Oh, I should tweet at her. Hashtag save Sarah. Hashtag get her back on the cigarettes.
A lot of people are asking what's the deal about Sarah. Well, people, Jackson Holt made a great
Sarah
point.
Paulson died September 3rd, 1967, during a freak show.
From smoking way too many cigarettes and drinking way too much wine.
She also has multi-personality disorder, so she can't decide if she wants to smoke or drink. So every year she just switches on and off.
Alicia George says hashtag save her liver. Oh god, that's great.
How much do you think she actually smokes and drinks in the show?
A lot. I think it's a lot.
I guess that's why this
Like,
season she has such a raspy voice.
I was about to say
oh god.
she's gonna talk like this.
It was quite the mystery.
Hey there, Big Joe.
I like koalas just said hashtag save the cigarette.
Okay.
Honestly, I think with just Sarah, she's fueling an entire cigarette company.
Hey
Like,
guys, you know how this season was sponsored by Mercedes-Benz? Next season is going to be sponsored by Marlboro. Marlboro.
save Sarah's lungs. Oh my god. Okay, you guys, the hashtag for this topic is hashtag save Sarah. If you want us to notice, put it on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, put hashtag save Sarah, and we're gonna go through, we're gonna like your tweets, retweet them. We want to get this trending, people.
Okay, can we get back on topic real quick?
Sponsored by Sarah's
Jordan
lungs.
Wagner was
That's
like,
even
dude, let's get back
better.
on topic.
Sponsored by Sarah's lungs.
Sarah's lungs.
Paid for and provided by the Sarah Get Back on the Cigarettes Foundation. Okay, back on topic. Please comment in the comment section what you want us to talk about, please.
Yeah, seriously, any topic. Let's go.
I want to
Sarah
say
related.
real quick that it was great seeing Sarah and Kuba together. I thought they had great chemistry.
I did too.
thought
I was
they
like,
made a great couple.
at first I was kind of confused, but then I was saved beyond the horror. At first I was like, oh, I wonder how they're going to do this. And then I was like, actually, this relationship works super well.
Oh, hey, so P Peaches wants to know, what do we expect to see in the next episode? Dude, did they totally jip us on scenes for next week?
Yes.
No, those bastards. Oh, I knew it.
Hey,
I knew it.
Be nice. Say, oh, those Jon Snows.
Oh, those Jon Snows. I thought it would be okay to say bastards because they say it on South Park all the time. So
they say a lot worse stuff on South Park.
Absolutely. But yeah.
My geography teacher just started talking about it today, and I was like, you can't talk about that. I was like, yeah, South Park, yeah.
So, we got totally gypped out of scenes for next week.
I'm kind of happy though. Even though it's the premiere, we still don't have a theme. We still don't know who's all in the season.
Yeah.
We still don't even know what the subtitle is. We don't even know if we have a subtitle. We don't know anything. It's crazy to think we've already seen one episode and we still don't know anything.
And we don't even know what
Someone just, Kevin Paquette just said, could the theme for American Horror Story this season be American Horror Stories? Like, stories?
That's
nice. For next episode, man, I don't know what they're gonna do. If it's gonna be as confusing and jumbled up as this one was, someone save my soul, because it, like, you can ask Mary. When she called me, I was breathing heavy and crying.
Yes.
I couldn't comprehend anything.
I was a little late to the party, but I cried as well.
Bye, Wanda. Have a good night's sleep. It is 4 a.m. for Wanda, and she is staying up right now watching the show.
Wanda.
So she's going.
Oh my God!
Now.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Okay.
If
so
only Reese had that sleep ability.
Let's talk about the hot tub scene real quick. I see a couple of comments here from everybody, like Jacob Hicks and everybody, asking about the hot tub scene.
Simdude said, did you guys even like the episode? Sorry, we got off topic a little bit, but yes, all three of us loved the episode, I do believe. Maisie, did you like it? Because you seemed to say you hated it.
No, I didn't say that. I said I don't think I'm going to like it. And then but that was like right at the beginning, because I saw they were doing a story thing, and I was like, I can't do it. I can't watch it like this. I'm gonna fall asleep. And then they gave me great scenes and a great plot for this season. I'm so ready. I loved this episode.
Someone
Hey,
just agreed with me
Declan.
that Dennis was in the home video, so
Hey, and
I don't
Declan.
think he was.
somebody just agreed with me, so obviously I'm right.
I'm gonna look it up on Google right now.
Hey, Declan
Okay.
Hamilton said it's
You go
4 in
for
the
it.
morning for him right there. So, Declan, thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who is watching right now. And
Someone
let's
just
take.
asked how the episode ended, and basically what happened was Sarah Paulson was walking in the forest, and all of a sudden a colony or a group of people surrounded her with pitchforks and torches, and then she screamed, and then it was over. So, yeah.
Yes. So it left on a cliffhanger note.
Which,
Wait,
if
what
they're
did
gonna,
they call season? What did they call the first episode? I
The
didn't
chapter
check. What
1.
did they?
Oh,
They
was
did.
Chapter
it?
1.
I oh my god, I don't know. It didn't say. I checked mine. It didn't say anything
It's,
about chapter 1.
mine said chapter 1, like, vividly, like, hey, this is chapter 1, yo.
So a lot of people want to know how we think this relates to the Croatoan background. I think that they are the ones haunting the hotel, or haunting the house, or that's how the spirits are somehow there. Because if those are the nurses from the murder house, how the heck could they leave murder house and go over to this new house? Maisie, what do you think?
Um,
Because
with
I
Croatoan, I feel like it's not gonna be immediate. It's not gonna be an immediate thing. You know how they did Twisted Clown in season 4, how they did Edward Mordrake in season 4, or Axeman in season 3, and it's just gonna be one of those things. It's gonna be an extra little plot that they're gonna play out. Oh, what are you doing, computer?
Oh, real quick, P. Peaches wanted to know what nurses in Murder House. P. Peaches, at one point, Sarah Paulson is walking down the hallway of her brand new farmhouse, and the 2 nurses that were originally killed in the murder house during the Halloween episode, their ghosts were there in the house and appeared to her for a couple of split seconds. And so I was asking, how is it possible for their ghosts to actually be in the new farmhouse? What's up?
Guys,
Okay.
a man is credited for playing Piggy Man in this episode.
Okay.
And he's got the same credit for playing Piggy Man in season 1.
Where are you seeing that, Casey?
IMDb.
Okay. Okay. Oh, never mind. Okay. No problem.
And when you go to his acting page, it says American Horror Story, like 2 episodes.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so never mind. So that's legit because they take that stuff down pretty
Yeah,
quickly.
it's,
So
yeah.
that's legit. Okay, I'm so sorry. Awesome.
So Dennis O'Hare, he was not in episode 1. He did
He is
not pop up
credited
to
to
the
be in
list.
episode 1 too, but so is Evan Peters, though.
Yeah, but he is not in episode 1. I just got a thing from Twitter because I got the resources link.
Can you tweet it? Dennis O'Hare to see? And I guess it's confirmed. Episodes 1 through 5 are entitled Chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Dang it, we're gonna get stupid story plot.
Stupid story plot.
I hate that. I hate when someone tells a story and then they reenact it. I hate that.
You know the nurse that was in
It's
it?
trending.
She's
It's
her name
everything
is-
relating American Horror Story is trending right now. Everything. AHS6, Evan, My Roanoke Nightmare, Evan Peters, hashtag American Horror Story, and Coven is trending, and then Blair is trending. Why is Coven trending?
because it was kind of like a coven of people.
It's really trending right now.
I noticed something. There's like 2 actors per person, the 2 telling the story and the 2 living it. So yeah, I think we're right on the mark on the real people, and then the reenactment thing.
Yeah.
Everyone's relating the season to Coven or the Blair Witch trial.
Honestly, if you asked me, I could relate it to every season. I could relate it to every season, except maybe Freak Show, but I don't know.
Well, the Pigman could be a freak himself.
Oh, I don't. Well, that kind of reminded me of, um, of, Kathy Bates' character from Kathy Bates from Coven's character's daughter's boyfriend, who she sewed the ram head onto.
Oh yeah. Right. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going through the My Roanoke Nightmare thing to see if I can find where I just saw the cast list. I literally exited out of Twitter as I was saying it, so I'm trying to go back and find it. But someone was
Honestly,
like,
oh, sorry.
My Roanoke Nightmare, that's the theme. Why is everyone not seeing it? They showed it like a bajillion times. That's probably not the theme.
I can't be the only one that thinks My Roanoke Nightmare is the worst idea ever. Like, it's a good idea, but I don't like it as a title.
I don't think it's the theme.
Yeah, I don't think it is either.
Because so far they've done like Coven, Asylum, Hotel, Freak Show, and Murder House. The most I feel like they're going to do is be 2 words. It's going to be 2 words long or 1 word. That's all I think it's going to be.
Like, it can't, like, Freak Show is 2 words, and Coven isn't a place or a thing. But My Roanoke Nightmare is, like, so far off the scale of what a title for it could be. You don't want a subtitle to be longer than the actual title of your show.
Whoa, no. FX Canada just tweeted something, and they're verified, so I know it's real. It says, My Roanoke Nightmare is definitely what we thought was going to be the theme. Did you? So they
think it is. Okay.
Yeah. FX _Canada is verified on Twitter, so it's a legit thing, and then they say it's the theme.
I still say that it's too early. It's like you guys say, we need to wait until the end of the season, and then I think that's when they're going to actually name it. And I just want to say 2 things very quickly. Jennifer Dadovich says, you know that ghosts are attached to objects. So it's possible that if an object that was in the murder house could be in this new farmhouse with these new characters.
Can someone help me for a second?
What's up, Casey?
What's the name of the guy from Glee? I think his last name is like Artist or something. You can leave it in the comments or something. What is his name?
Yeah, I just saw it. I just
Artist.
was on it. Okay, someone was like, AHS season 6 ended 4 minutes early, had no Evan Peters in the first thing, and then no one understands what they're trying to do. Are they just
Jacob Artist?
us?
Thank you, guys.
I really think it's either AHS like documentary or it's like AHS TV series, something to that nature. So,
well, it wasn't theater.
It wasn't. I really liked the person who said American Horror Stories for this season. So maybe we'll just get like the first 3 episodes of this Roanoke Nightmare, and then the next 3 episodes will be another different kind of nightmare, and then the next 3 episodes a different one, and the last one ties it all up.
Hey,
guys, I think it got us some information.
Okay.
Jacob Artist, who is in Glee, who is going to be in season 6, posted a picture that said American Horror Story, and then it had quotations, but there was a paper covering what the subtitle was. Okay? On Instagram. He has since deleted the photo, and you know why I think that is? I think they want us to think My Roanoke Nightmare is the theme, and if on the paper it actually said the theme, there's no way it could be My Roanoke Nightmare because of the size and how it looked.
Okay, can I just say, Ryan Murphy has given me trust issues.
Right?
I can't trust anything they say unless it's legitimate. Like, I see, like, it's a legitimate thing and they don't just say it. Because, like, over the summer, they didn't do anything. And then they released all this stuff in August. You're giving me trust issues, man.
I agree. And it seems, too, that, I mean, why wait so long? I don't know. I'm still just a little disappointed about the marketing, but I am very happy that this season is actually here. So
Can we talk about this real quick? People want us to talk about the connection to Roanoke and stuff. So let's get into that. I feel like we know that
Jakari Gambrell seems to think it's Hollywood like Jesse did because they're still using actors. Like they have actors in the actual like TV show. I don't know.
I don't think so, but it's still a possibility.
I don't think it's Hollywood.
I don't either.
no, yeah. But they did film there. They filmed there. So obviously it's going to come somewhere in the season, possibly in a flashback. So
Okay, so now we know that the TMZ photos were real, correct?
it seems to be, but I believe that they were real in the first place.
Okay.
Are we gonna close this out in an hour? Because we got like 5 minutes. And
I think
Yes, we are.
kind of need sleep. It's like 12 here.
okay, then we should probably start wrapping up.
Yes. Let's go on ahead, and Casey and Maisie, why don't you guys tell me your final thoughts, and then I will move on to my final thoughts, and then we'll start ending the live stream.
Can we do one thing real quick first?
What's that?
How do you guys expect the story to go? Like in the coming episodes, what do you expect to happen, Mary?
I expect it to keep going like this, but we're going to get 3 episodes of this Roanoke nightmare, and then we're going to move on to something else. So I think the season will be nightmares, just like in a documentary style. It's going to be fed to us. Maisie?
With this, I feel like they're gonna continue like that house and the things that go on with that house. I always feel like with the season, there's always a certain place where all the things happen.
Absolutely.
Murder house,
Mhm.
coven, asylum,
Briar
freak
Cliff,
show, yeah, and then
Cortez.
the hotel. Like they have a main place, so I feel like the
Mhm.
entire season's gonna be about this, as they said, farmhouse, and we're just gonna get more like history on that. Maybe Croatoan will tie into the farmhouse. Maybe that's where they originally made Croatoan.
And I think the house has to be some like super important. And here's why. I don't think they would spend all that money to build the house in California if they were only going to use it once. I think
That's a
this is going to be a reoccurring thing. This has to be of some important value and stuff for them to put all that work into it.
That's a good point.
Basically what I'm expecting is we're just going to see, I think we're going to kind of stick with the reality show thing for all 10 episodes, which I don't know how I feel about, but I think they can pull it off. But I think in the last episode, maybe it might drop that kind of like how Hotel kind of dropped everything and just did like this many years later, how's everyone doing, you know?
Right.
I feel like they might kind of do that, maybe with Billy Dean Howard or something. I'm expecting tons of connections to other episodes. And I kind of expect to see this couple get drove insane by these things in the night.
I'm really hoping to see if they're gonna go through with it and connect every season to this season.
I really hope so, because my problem is we know 2 and 4 are connected, and we know 1, 3, and 5 are connected. So what about?
Well, we also now 6 is connected to 1. We have the nurses, and now Pigman.
Yeah. So we
It's
just
connected to 1.
and if it's
We need
connected
the
to
rest of
1,
them.
it's 3 and 5 too. So we just need a
Yeah.
connection to Freak Show or Asylum.
Well, I still feel like they're gonna go through and give each a connection with
Absolutely,
season 6.
yeah.
I feel like 1 through 5 are gonna be connected with season 6 somehow. They're gonna do one key moment, and it's all gonna be connected with season 6.
And I think now's about the time to do that. Am I right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, and guys, let's go on ahead and let's wrap it up then for final
Okay.
thoughts because it is getting pretty late. So, who wants to start off with their final thoughts?
Maisie?
My final thoughts, they did great executing what they wanted to do. I'm excited to see what they're going to do next week because I don't know how they're going to do next week, but I'm excited.
Nice. Casey?
It was a brilliant episode to start off the season. I really enjoyed it, but at the same time, I was slightly left down with all this excitement from the teasers. I didn't feel like it wasn't what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting, but it was very different. It wasn't a bad different. It was just kind of a strange different. I know I will like it eventually, but it's going to take some time to get used to. It was a great episode. The characters are awesome. I like the way the story is unfolding, and I like that they're keeping things mysterious because I just think it's really different, and I think this show thrives off change, and they really needed to switch it up this season to keep things fresh because people were saying 1, 3, and 5 are kind of the same thing, and they're not, but they switched it up, and everything's golden. So I give it a 9 out of 10, 5 out of 5, A plus. Yeah, great episode. Can't wait to see how that show continues. And hashtag save Sarah because we need to help her.
We never talked about, remember our theory with the salesperson? What's her name? The real estate agent.
Marcy.
Yeah, Marcy.
Yeah, she was not the real estate agent.
It was some weird guy.
She didn't run the
It
auction.
was an auction. Yeah, that's right.
And also, why would they
provided the auction? I need to
I don't think that guy's from current times, just judging by his clothes and stuff. Why would they have an auction in 2016?
Because that house was probably
all the
foreclosed
time.
on.
Yeah, exactly. That's how they sell a lot of houses, especially on the country, is they auction them off.
I mean, it looked kind of ghetto to me. I think he's not from 2016.
But that is how it is done. You should go on Netflix and look at like something like Tiny Houses. I mean, there's a lot of HG TV shows that are on Netflix that show people going to auction and purchase houses.
I'm still gonna stick with the theory that he's not from 2016, and that makes sense.
All right, guys, I really have to go to bed.
Go on ahead, Maisie. I will go on ahead and wrap this up. Thank you so much for joining us, Maisie. You are awesome. We appreciate your thoughts and your comments. Thank you so much.
Don't forget to DM us on Instagram at Freaks of AHS for a chance to win this lovely prize that's not here yet, but I know you really want it. Last week's horror movie was Army of Darkness. This week's was Psycho. Stay tuned to hear the other 10 horror movies, and if you DM us all 12 or message me, you will be entered in a chance to win this lovely prize over here. It's not here yet.
I'll put a link into the description. Okay, so if you guys would like to head out, you are very welcome. I am going to end with my final thoughts. Thank you both so much. All right, guys. So basically, here's what I think. This was a great episode. It was in collaboration with Burnt Toast Channel, this live stream. So thank you so much to Burnt Toast, to Casey and Maisie for being here, and Danny and Reese for all the hard work that they do behind the scenes.
And shout out to Niall Lang for coming up with our title.
Behind the horror. Yes, Niall, you got
behind the horror. Where's the horror at? We're behind it.
Beyond the horror. So guys, if you are looking for something to read, if you would like something to read, my books are for free download right now on Amazon. Go help yourself. It's Mary Ann Moody. It's my Dellengrad trilogy, Regina, Resurrection, and Repertory. Go check them out. So I just want to say, go to check us out on Facebook, Freaks of AHS. Same thing with Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Happy birthday, Sanity Bar.
Dalton, please.
Dalton?
Mm-hmm. Just say Dalton.
Happy birthday, Dalton. You're awesome. If you guys did not have a chance to check out my live reaction video, it's uploaded and ready for you to view. Check it out. Subscribe to Burnt Toast. And I'm so looking forward to episode 2. I think they will continue with Shelby and Matt and Lee, with those 3 people in the house and how everything continues with them. So I will have a review video up for you guys soon. Probably not tonight, probably tomorrow. And you guys can certainly get that to actually watch my review of the entire episode. So again, thank you so much to Casey and Maisie. You guys are amazing. Thank you to everybody who watched. And we will see you guys next week to go more beyond the horror.
Hashtag save Sarah.
Hashtag save Sarah. All right, I'm going to go smoke a cigarette. Bye, guys.